also. Okay, hi guys, welcome back. It is Monday, 7:30, so I'm trying to get to the office by 8 o'clock. Just got to the office. I've received 2 offers for my listing, so I'm gonna review them and then present it to my seller. So a few things that I can think of across my mind right now is I've got present 2 offers. There is a showing and we're waiting for confirmation. I've got to call one of my sellers to get the social security numbers because they're doing like a check to see if there's any like background checks or like child support lien that's attached to your social security number. So when you're selling a property, you have to provide that to the title company. And one of my seller, the title came back, there's some problems, so I have to call her to see if that has been taken care of. Going to continue prospecting. So I know some of you guys have been asking, hi, my name is Luna. I am a local real estate agent. I'm calling about the property you have on Teasdale Street. It looks like it came off the market as an expired listing. Is that true? So it's already sold? Oh, are you... Oh, so it's active. Interesting. Your agent, I mean, I don't know why it shows expired, but anyways, I'll get your name off my list. Thank you. That's funny because that happened to me one time because I forgot to change the date into like from the active to expired. On MLS you're supposed to put in like a 6-month term. Sometimes the agent forget to change that date, so they will be on the market for 1 day and then become expired. I think that's what happened with that dude. That's funny. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, so I received a DM from one of the fellow agents and he asked me if I have been experienced like a lot of wrong phone numbers, and the answer is yes. Even with those expires, I just talked to 3 people on the phone and 2 of them are wrong numbers. He doesn't know why his number is there, so it's very, and then he said the house is not for sale, so it's probably like a mistake too. So you will be experienced a lot of wrong numbers. You would just have to keep going. I mean, no dollar or data is going to provide you with 100% accurate numbers anyway. I know Vulcan is more accurate. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I want to quickly go over things that it has been changed for me since I started as a new real estate agent. Over the course of 3 years, I find that I've made a lot of mistakes. I've grown a lot. If you guys go back to watch my first ever video, you will know what I'm talking about. So let's get into the video. The first thing that I've realized is I no longer take a client that I don't have to. So last night I was laying in bed around like 9:30 and I was like watching shows, and all of a sudden I received a text message. Actually, I received a phone call from a random number. So I picked it up and that person just hung up on me. So I turned around to Tom. I was like, is this a prank call? And then this person texted me and he was like, let me find that and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so he texted me. He was like, hi Luna, you sell in mainline? And I said yes. And then he said, found it on Facebook. And then he said his name is this, and then he's like and then I told him, I said, what's the property address that you would like to sell? And then he said, my sister has a house over there. And then he's like, I add you, Luna, you're very attractive. And then ding, right there, it's like a red flag. I don't like when clients are like, you know, just tell me how attractive I am, because if I sell your house, it has nothing to do with what I look like. If you found me on Zillow or if you heard someone from a referral, like I'd much prefer that way. But anyway, and then he's like, can you give me a rundown of this general area? And I said, I got it. If you want to set up a phone call on Monday at 2 p.m., I'm available. I can call you. And then he said nothing sooner, and I was like, well, it does 10 a.m. Would that work? And then he goes, add me on Facebook. We touch base that way. Ding, that's like red flag number 2. Why would you want me to touch base with you on social media? That's just unprofessional. And then he's like, oh, I see you're friends with this person on Facebook. We have mutual friend. Anyway, so I just left the conversation there, and I decide not to continue with the conversation. There are 3 red flags there. 1, he found me on social media. He wants me to touch base with him on Facebook. And then the fact that he texted, well, he called me and then he hung up, and then he texted me at 9:30 over the weekend. So I just decided not to take on this client. If it was the very beginning, I probably would give him a call or keep pursuing it as a lead. But right now, I just, I don't have time for this. So I just fired him. Yeah. And then number 2 is work smarter, not harder. Several months ago, 4 months ago, I started, not really a team, but I've started working with a few buyer agents in my office. What I decided to do is I don't want to take on buyer clients. However, I don't want to waste my buyer leads, because with social media, referrals, I do have quite a bit of a database that are looking to purchase. However, I don't have the time to personally go show them homes and put it on offers. So I've developed a relationship with 3 agents in my office. So Ivan, Wendy, and David. So Ivan put my past seller who was looking to buy an investment property in South Philly under contract over the weekend. Wendy has put 2 of my buyers that I gave it to her on a contract last month. So this really gives me leverage to do what I want to focus on, which is listing, but also not really wasting my time or my leads. And I find myself can work less hours. I don't have to work on the weekend anymore, but I'm still technically working because other people are working for me. Number 3 is it will be autopilot. What I essentially want to do, and my goal in the future, is to have my business model be on a autopilot, which is if I want to decide to spend time with my family, I don't have to be forced to work. I don't have to be forced to pick up phone calls. I want to have that option. Not that I wanted it. Like, I love my job, believe me, but I just wanted to have that option there. So in case if something happened, if there's an emergency, if I have to go on vacation, I have to go back to China, or if I have a kid, I want to spend time with my kid, I don't have to be in this meeting or put myself in this position. So in order for me to do that, I've created a couple ways. Number 1 is I decided to create a Chinese YouTube channel, which I focus to talk about a certain demographic of area, and I talk about the inventory we have, and then all the necessary steps of you getting an investment property or purchasing a property here. And then all these leads that I'll be just directly transferring to my buyer agent, they can close the deal for me. Number 2 is I wanted to build on my YouTube channel for the English channel, which I will mostly concentrate on getting agent referrals from agents out of the state. And then also if there are buyers wanting to buy, I can refer that out to my buyer agent as well. Number 3 is I'm thinking about maybe launching like a YouTube product, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me what scripts do I use, what's my listing presentation. So I really wanted to kind of use maybe the next couple months to create like a product or like a Facebook group, and then deliver more of like a live video courses, stuff like that, just to show you guys how I did it. And number 4 is I wanted to build my rental properties just so I have some passive income. And then last but not least is to work on building my past client relationships, because I know at the end of my business, those people are going to provide me with a lot more business. So I want to be focusing on building that relationship as well. And number 4 is my time becomes more valuable than anything. I used to work hours after hours, even like after work, but right now I find that I want to pay more attention to my health and self-education. I wanted to build my skills and level myself up rather than spend more hours working with people. I will also be only working with, you know, a designed, a couple filtered like sellers who really trusted me and then respect me in this criteria. Those are going to be the clients that I'll be focusing on. And the last thing that it has changed for me, I will say, is working on a higher price point, and then also I will be charging a higher service fees, just because I think I deliver a really good service where, you know, I think you guys should do the same. Maybe at the very beginning you want to get that experience, you're willing to discount yourself. It's understandable, but once you have that experience and you have the service that you give to a client, I think you shouldn't discount yourself anymore. You should just, you know, hold up high for how much you think yourself is deserved, because in this business it is a higher, you know, service industry, and people are paying you as the professional. People are paying you for your advice. So you should really be charging how much you think you're worth. For this video, you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.